What's up, everybody? This is Kerr, Sean Kerr, Union Preferred Realty. I said that I would start answering questions. Funny thing, last week, one of the questions that I got was somebody asking me, why I'm making a video, who do I think I am, et cetera, et cetera. It's funny because this is kind of one of the things I've talked about lately is other people's opinions and why they just don't matter, right? I started this real estate journey years ago. About 7 years ago was when I actually started practicing. I should have done it a lot sooner. I had my license a lot sooner, but I listened to other people, right? For those of you who believe in entrepreneurship, if you feel like you've always been an entrepreneur, like now's as good a time as any to get out there and do what you got to do. Don't let anybody else tell you what you should be doing or not be doing. They don't affect you. They're not part of what you're doing. So why are you worried about their opinions? It's just funny that after having that conversation that somebody actually reached out and said that. That was one of the questions I got. Who am I? I'm just me. I'm just Kerr. I'm just coming out here doing what I do. Trying to build a business, trying to be a better person, trying to help people, trying to educate people. That's all I'm doing. This is all we do. Nothing special, nothing fancy. Just try to be real, try to be authentic, try to be honest. Right? Some people won't like that. Some people will. Okay? But don't let that discourage you as you're trying to fulfill your dreams, as you're trying to become an entrepreneur. Right? It's never too late to start. I think back when I was in middle school, high school, a good friend of mine who was very good with money used to joke and say how I was going to end up being broke because I always had some kind of hustle. I was always trying to sell something or, make some money somehow. And he used to always say how I was going to end up being broke. And back then, entrepreneurship wasn't a big deal. Like when you did that kind of stuff, like it was people who couldn't get the regular jobs or couldn't go to college. It's not like now where everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Now it's cool to be an entrepreneur. But back then, it wasn't. It wasn't so cool. And so there was people like that all through my life that I listened to. I was a teacher. I am a teacher. I love being a teacher. I'm not going to change that, right? I get to work with a great group of people every day, and I really like that. But I always wanted to do my own thing, and it took me a long time to do that because I was too busy listening to everybody else. Don't listen to everybody else. Do what you do, okay? They're not going to be there, okay? They're not part of your business, okay? They're not running your business, whether it's your parents, whether it's the neighbor, or whether it's some person you don't even know, okay? Why would you listen to somebody you don't know, okay? I know for me, my mother had a lot of influence because entrepreneurship was something you didn't want to do. You had to know where every check came from. You had to have a retirement. You had to have a pension. Like that was the place to be. So if you weren't doing that, then you were taking too many risks, too many chances. And I kind of lived part of my life like that, and then I realized that that's not the way it is, right? That's not always what I wanted to do, and so I had to make that step, right? So, the whole part of us sitting down talking is to kind of encourage other people to do the same thing, okay? I started my journey in real estate. Why? Because I liked working with houses, right? I like buying houses, selling houses. More importantly, I like going through the houses. But what is most important for me in real estate is I like educating people in the process. I like talking to people, getting into the house, talking about the things that we see, talking about the market, talking about money, talking about everything that makes sense to them, right? My job is to provide information to people for them to make their own decisions, okay? That's what we do in real estate. It's what I do in education. It's all the same thing, okay? And the information that I provide is not impacted by what somebody else thinks or what somebody else does, okay? Somebody else's opinion does not affect the information I provide. I provide information. People make their own decision, okay? Sorry about that. We had a little camera issue, but that's okay. All right. So once again, follow what you want to, do what you got to do. Don't let anybody else deter you, okay? As always, if you have any questions, feel free to send them to me. I'll be more than happy to answer. I'll do a short video to answer your questions. I can also speak to you personally. And I'm open to anything. My last meeting with Mr. Dorsey and I, we're going to sit down and do some more conversations because I think we had a lot of fun. And I think some people, expressed that it was very helpful for them. So, hopefully I'll be meeting with some other people. We can sit down and just kind of chat as to what's going on. All right.